A buddy of mine got quoted over $800 at the Chevy dealer for a rough idle, a frozen touchscreen, and a clicking noise behind the dash. I fixed all three in his driveway in 10 minutes, and it cost him nothing. Not a single tool besides his key and a fuse puller. Here are 8 free Chevy resets that can save you hundreds every year, and the last one on this list replaces a $250 dealer procedure with a 45-minute drive. Number 1. The Oil Life Monitor Reset. This is the one every do-it-yourself oil changer needs to know. You change your own oil on your Silverado or Equinox out in the driveway, and that "change engine oil soon" message just sits there on the dashboard staring at you for the next 3,000 miles. Quick Lube places fold a $25 to $50 reset charge into their oil change service, and some shops charge extra just to clear the light after you already paid them. The fix takes about 5 seconds. Turn the key to on, but do not start the engine. If you have a push-button start, just press the button without your foot on the brake. Now press the gas pedal to the floor and release it 3 times within 5 seconds. And I mean actually press it to the floor, not just tap it. If it worked, the oil light flashes a couple of times and you are good. Start the truck back up and the oil life reads 100%. This works on pretty much every Chevy from 1998 all the way through 2025, from the Malibu to the Suburban. The biggest mistake I see is people not pushing the pedal all the way down or going too slow between presses. You have to get all 3 in within 5 seconds or the truck just ignores you. One more thing, always change the oil first, then reset the monitor. I have seen guys reset it before the oil change and then forget to actually do the service. That is a recipe for engine damage. Now that one saves you about $50 a year. This next one saves you up to $200 and it takes less than 2 minutes. Number 2. The Power Window Express Relearn. Ever replace your battery or jumpstart your Chevy and then the windows only move while you hold the switch down? That one-touch express feature just vanishes. Dealers charge $50 to $200 to reprogram this, and honestly, it is one of the easiest fixes on any Chevy. It is free. With the key on, hold the window switch down until the glass hits the bottom, then keep holding for 5 more seconds after it stops. Now pull it up until it closes, and again hold for 5 seconds after it stops. That extra hold time is the part everyone skips. The truck needs those extra seconds in both directions to remember where the top and bottom are. Do all 4 windows, starting with the rears, then the driver, then the passenger. It takes about 2 minutes total. On Camaros and other models with frameless doors, this also brings back that little 1/4-inch drop the window makes when you open the door. If that stopped working after battery work, this is your fix. I get calls about this one more than almost anything else, and people are always surprised when I tell them it is free. Alright, those first 2 are warm-ups. This next one is a $300 dealer visit that you can fix with 2 buttons. Number 3. The Infotainment System Reset. A frozen or laggy Chevy touchscreen sends people straight to the dealer for a $100 to $300 diagnosis. 9 times out of 10, the fix is a button combo that takes 15 seconds. For 2014 to 2016 MyLink systems on the Silverado, Colorado, and Equinox, hold the home button and the fast forward button together for about 10 seconds. The screen goes black, the bow tie logo pops up, and the system reboots fresh. For 2017 to 2019 systems, tap the OnStar call button on the rearview mirror and immediately hang up. That kicks a soft reboot without wiping your saved settings or Bluetooth connections. For the newer 2022 and up trucks with Google built in, hold the phone hang up button on the steering wheel for 10 to 15 seconds. If you want a full wipe, go into Settings, then System, then return to factory settings. If the screen is totally frozen and nothing responds, disconnect the battery for 15 to 30 minutes. That hard resets the whole infotainment module. Quick tip on the 2016 to 2018 Colorado specifically. The Home Plus fast forward trick often does not work on those, so go straight to the OnStar button method. Try the free button combo before you pay anybody to touch your screen. Now everything so far has been button presses and switch holds. This next one goes deeper, and it prevents the single most expensive misdiagnosis I see at the shop. Number 4. The HVAC actuator recalibration. If you hear clicking or tapping behind the dashboard of your Chevy truck or SUV, welcome to the club. This is one of the most common complaints across Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans, and Traverses. That noise is the blend door actuators losing track of where they are, and it happens a lot after battery work. Shops charge $50 to $150 for the scan tool version of this fix, and some misdiagnose it as a bad actuator and quote $300 to $700 for parts and labor when nothing is actually broken. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Turn off the truck, open the underhood fuse box, and find the HVAC fuse. It is usually a 10-amp fuse labeled HVAC or climate controls depending on your year. Pull the fuse out and wait at least 60 seconds. Some people wait a full 2 minutes just to be safe. Put the fuse back in, start the truck, and whatever you do, do not touch the climate controls for about 90 seconds. You will hear the actuators clicking and whirring as they find their way home. Shut the truck off for 10 seconds, restart, and test your heat and air conditioning. One heads up from the forums though, on 2003 to 2007 Tahoe and Suburban models, a full battery disconnect forces every actuator to recalibrate all at once, which can stress those aging plastic gears and actually crack one that was working fine. The fuse pull is safer because it only resets the climate system. Alright, that one saves your dashboard. This next one saves your engine, and it is the reset that trips up the most DIY mechanics. Number 5. The throttle body idle relearn. If you clean or replace the throttle body on any drive-by-wire Chevy from 2003 onward, the engine is going to act up. High idle around 1500 revolutions per minute, stalling at stop signs, maybe even a reduced engine power warning on the dash. Dealers charge $50 to $250 for a scan tool relearn, but General Motors actually published a way to do this with 0 tools. Before you clean the throttle body, disconnect the negative battery cable. After everything is back together, reconnect the battery and turn the key to on for about 10 seconds without starting it. Now fire it up and just let it sit in park for 3 full minutes. Do not touch the gas. The idle might hang around 2,000 revolutions per minute, and that is totally normal. Do not panic. Shut it off, wait 60 seconds, start it again and idle for another 3 minutes. You should see the revolutions per minute start dropping toward where it belongs. If it is still a little off after that, go drive above 45 miles per hour with some coast downs, then come back and idle in park for 5 more minutes. The whole thing takes maybe 15 minutes, and some trucks need 50 to 200 miles of regular driving before everything feels completely dialed in. One thing I cannot stress enough: when you are cleaning the throttle body, do not force the plate open with your fingers. Guys on the forums call that the kiss of death, because it strips the internal gears on the drive-by-wire motor. Just clean around the plate with it mostly closed, and you will be fine. If any of this is saving you money, hit subscribe. I put out Chevy tips like this every week. Now the next one is the reset that causes the most panic. Number 6. The Stabilitrak and traction control reset. Seeing service Stabilitrak and service traction control pop up on your Silverado or Tahoe is one of those gootee punch moments. The truck starts shifting hard, cruise control shuts off, and it feels like everything is falling apart at once. Dealers charge $90 to $180 just to plug in the scanner, and repair quotes can blow past $1,000 fast. But here is what a lot of people do not realize. Roughly 30 to 40% of these warnings are just temporary sensor hiccups that a simple reset clears for good. Easiest thing to try first is the Stabilitrak button on your console or dash. Hold it down for 15 seconds, let go, then tap it once more to turn the system back on. If it was a glitch, the warning is gone and the truck drives normally again. For a deeper reset, pull the battery for 10 to 15 minutes, touch the cable ends together to bleed off the capacitors, hook it back up, and go for a drive. If the warning showed up after an alignment or suspension work, try turning the steering wheel all the way left, all the way right, back to center, and restart. The steering angle sensor inside the column sometimes just needs that full sweep to find its 0 point again. Now here is the honest part. If that light keeps coming back after you reset it, something real is going on. The usual suspects are worn wheel speed sensors at about $150 to $250 per corner, misfires on the 5.3 with active fuel management, especially when it is cold out, and worn wheel bearing hubs on higher mileage trucks. Check your tire pressure, brake fluid, and battery health first before you start throwing parts at it. Now, every reset so far fixes one specific thing. This next one wipes the slate clean on almost everything at once, and it is the closest thing your Chevy has to a factory reboot. Number 7. The Battery Disconnect ECU Reset. This is the Swiss Army knife of Chevy resets because it wipes the slate clean on just about everything. Fuel trims, idle settings, shift points, emission monitors, all of it goes back to factory. Dealers charge $100 to $200 for this. All you need is a 10mm wrench. Turn everything off and pull the key out. Pop the negative cable off first, then the positive. Touch the two disconnected cable ends together for about 30 seconds. That bleeds off the stored charge in all the computers. Wait at least 15 to 30 minutes, longer is fine. Hook the positive back on first, then the negative. Now here is the part that makes the difference. Turn the key to the on position without starting the engine and leave it for 30 seconds, then turn it off for 30 seconds. Do that cycle twice. This lets the sensors take their baseline readings before the engine fires up. Then start it with the air conditioning off, radio off, everything off, and let it idle in park for 10 to 15 minutes. Shut it down for a minute, restart, and idle 5 more minutes with the air conditioning on. After all that, take it for a 30 to 50 mile drive, mixing city and highway. The truck might feel a little sluggish or hunt for gears at first, and that is completely expected. Full relearning takes 50 to 200 miles. The biggest mistake is getting impatient and driving hard before the computer figures out your engine again. Keep it easy for the first 20 miles or so. Now remember at the beginning when I said the last one on this list replaces a $250 dealer procedure with a drive? Here it is. Number 8. The Transmission Shift Relearn. After any battery disconnect or transmission fluid change on your Silverado, Tahoe, or Equinox, the transmission might start shifting hard, flaring between gears, or hunting back and forth on the highway. It feels broken. Dealers charge $150 to $250 for a scan tool fast learn, but you can teach the transmission the same stuff for free with a simple driving routine. Start with some city driving at 25 to 35 miles per hour for about 10 minutes, nice and easy on the throttle. That teaches the lower gear upshifts. Then hop on the highway and cruise from 55 to 65 miles per hour for 8 to 10 minutes, so it learns the higher gears. Coast down from 55 to 25 at least 10 times, then accelerate back up. That teaches downshift timing. Do a few moderate pulls through all the gears at about 50 to 75% throttle. Come to full stops 10 to 15 times from 35 miles per hour and hold the brake for 5 seconds each time. Finally, shift between neutral and drive and neutral and reverse a few times while sitting in a parking lot. The whole routine takes about 45 minutes. The 8-speed in the 2015 and newer Silverado, Tahoe, and Camaro can be a little stubborn. The transmission computer sits right on the housing and holds on to some of its memory even through a battery disconnect. So give it 80 to 200 miles before you decide something is wrong. The parts manufacturer Sonax says the torque converter clutch alone can take 200 to 300 miles to fully settle in. Be patient, and the smooth shifts will come back. Between all 8 of these resets, you are looking at $300 to $800 a year in dealer charges that you just do not need to pay. None of these require a scan tool, a laptop, or any special equipment. Just your key, your fuse box, and a little patience. Save this list somewhere. Keep it in the glove box, and the next time your Chevy throws a warning light or starts acting weird after battery work, try the free fix first. And if you want to see the Chevy maintenance mistakes that are quietly destroying engines before 100,000 miles, that video is on screen now.